Can we go to the questions? The first question: are you always worrying? Should we worry? Yes, we should. But let it be a useful worry. Of course, there are useful worries and useless worries. And a little worry will make you improve yourself. A worry will make you think more and increase your performance. How to do is a worry. How better we can do is again a worry. These are all parts of worries. And don't worry for something which is over, which cannot be corrected. Try to do, try to correct the flaws, and try to do the same thing in a better manner. Forget about the past. Try to control your worries. Let the worries not control you. You should have a control over your own worries. Possible. It is possible. And allow time to worry. Sometime that is also possible. This is not the time for me. I will worry after this time. I'll worry for this much of time. Allot time frame. After that, do not worry. So categorize your worries like this and justify your worries. Whether the worrying definitely causes an improvement or will that worry give you a benefit. Always assess the risk and benefit. Do that in a constructive way, that is a useful worry. If you worry a lot for more time, continuously, for no reason, you may not find an actual reason why I am worrying. Then one day you will worry for worrying always. Second, are you unable to concentrate without any reason? Lack of concentration? If there is a reason for that, accept it. Without any reason, you are not able to concentrate. Third, are you unhappy without justification? Again, the same meaning. Unhappy, happy. There must be a reason for being happy, for being unhappy. But here, you are unhappy and you don't know the reason why you are unhappy. That is what? Without justification. The fourth question: are you losing your temper often and easily? Losing temper is again a human nature. The question here is: do you lose temper often and easily? You are easily excitable. You lose your temper very frequently. That is a fourth question. Fifth, do you suffer from regular loss of sleep? I don't think you need an explanation for this. You don't get sleep. Sometimes you get sleep. You are not able to maintain sleep. In between, disturbed sleep. And even if you sleep, when you get up, you don't feel the freshness of sleep. So this happens regularly. Loss of sleep and sleep without any disturbance for some hours, 6 to 7 hours. And when you get up, you should feel the freshness after sleep. All these are included in this loss of sleep. Do you have wide fluctuations of mood that affects your family or work? So this is nothing but going to extremes. Either you are depressed or you are very excited. You don't find the balance. In a day you go for this end one time, that end other time. Your mood, either happy or unhappy or depression or excitable. This happens often, very frequently. Because of this, you are not able to concentrate either your domestic work or an occupational work. This is the next question. Do you unlike to be with people continually? So this shows what you are in a society. This reflects your social health. You always want to be alone and you don't like to be with people. This happens often. Sometimes, okay, I'll adjust. And many times, you don't feel like being with people. You don't like this social get together and all, etc. The next question: are you upset if your routine lifestyle is disturbed? You'll have a formula. I'll be like this, I'll do this, I'll do this. Many people, they like everything to be 200% disciplined. And if anything goes away, then immediately they get upset. disturbed. So, anyhow, this is what is going on during this lockdown. Your routine life is disturbed. You are 100% not able to accept this disturbance in routine. Next question is, do you feel your children getting on your nerves? This is also because of the lockdown, for example. The children are with you, you talk to your children, and what really happens? You are not able to accept, adjust, answer the doubts, questions, everything raised by your children. You go into a sort of anxiety. You are getting on your nerves means you don't feel homely even though you are with your children, and you feel that your children disturb your, so you are not able to accept the curiosity of the children, and you get disturbed and irritated when they ask even reasonable questions. The next question, are you constantly bitter or browned off? This is also a psychological disturbance. That means you are not balanced. You are always annoyed about things and always with a face as if you are very seriously thinking something. So people who look at you may think, oh, he is very deeply thinking something like that. But nothing may be there. But you are making yourself look like that. This is browned off or always bitter. Are you like that? Next is, are you afraid without a real cause? Yes, fear, afraid. All these are again the characteristics of human beings. But what here is, are you afraid without a real cause? There must be a cause, a fear. You cannot explain why you are afraid and for what you are afraid, but you will be afraid of something. You don't have any reasons to be afraid. So, this is what is called without a real cause. The next question is, are you always right and others always wrong? This is actually a big problem in our society. You expect everyone to accept your view, and the other person expects you to accept his views, because the way you see things, you think you are right. The way he sees things, he thinks that he is right. So, this is what I am always right. So, everybody should accept that. Just imagine the other person will also think like that, that he is right. So this will go in for argument and finally misunderstanding. The last question is, do you have numerous aches and pains for which doctors cannot find a physical cause? So many people will come. I have this, I have pain here, pain there, and all. This pain will never, it won't be in a constant place. One day here, one the other day, the other place, like that. We call it a fleeting pain. So it goes and goes and goes, it changes its place. And finally, the doctors are confused. And finally, the doctor says, everything is all right. I don't find anything. So I don't see any cause for your pain. You better go to a psychiatrist. So this is what is doctors cannot find any investigations. No investigations will give you a result. So this is numerous aches and pains for which doctors cannot find a physical cause. Now, you have answered all these questions. Sit. Just sit and think. For how many questions you said yes? I can understand. Now you are thinking about me. Sir, how many questions you said yes? Yes. When I said this, I asked myself, who am I? For how many questions I said yes? I do. I do have my own mentality, mind, attitude, view, perception. After all, I'm a human being. Yes. And fluctuations in mood is a normal thing for everyone. It is not that you should never have disturbed mind or you should not think anything. No, no, no. We cannot. We cannot do that because we are all basically average human beings, either unhappy or happy. Being happy also reflects a mental health. But remember, if you are very happy, uncontrollable happiness for a long time, that also shows your poor mind actually. If you have said yes to less number of questions, means you are matured enough. You are a balanced person. You know how to control your emotions, how to express your emotions. And if you're upset about this, don't worry. This is also a reflection of your mind. After all, upset is just a temporary phenomenon. Now, we have analyzed us. More than 75% of us would have answered yes for many questions. Does it mean all of us are not mentally healthy? Maybe. But why? And why we are like this? Can we analyze it in my next video clip? I have just enumerated the questions. I have not dealt these questions in an elaborate way. I have never discussed about these questions, the base, how to avoid, how to overcome all those things. I have not done this. We shall talk a little bit more about each question to analyze why we are like this and to justify being what I am. After all, mental health is the right emotion at the right time in a controlled form. Every word is important in this sentence. Read it again and smile. We'll see again, we'll meet again with a discussion on every question you answered.